A hair-raising accident between two 18-wheeler and a China car. A woman in her car somehow got stuck in the truck going about 60 miles an hour, and the truck driver was apparently unaware of the car. Someone finally got the truck to stop, and the driver of the car said she thought she was going to die. Alice in Wonderland was America's top box office draw for a third straight weekend. The Disney picture took in $34.5 million. It has made more than 500
big celery.
worldwide. The Diary of a Wimpy Kid and Jennifer Aniston's The Bounty Hunter came in second and third. And finally, payday for singing sensation Susan Boyle.
Welcome to Justin's Amtrak videos. That was the first one that crashed.
From her debut
Smashed
album,
the truck
I Dreamed
off the
a Dream.
track.
Her first purchase, a new home in the town where she's lived her whole life. And that's the news at 8:04. And now it's time for the weather. But you know, remember the TV show, The $6 Million Man?
Sure.
She's the $6 Million Woman.
Must be nice. Must be nice. Let's get now downstairs to Sam with the weather. Sam?
Hey, good morning. Wait a minute. And that's just this part of the audience that's cheering. That part of the audience, it's Smiling Monday. Go ahead. It is a huge crowd in here. All right, we're going to start this morning with some pictures of a volcano under a glacier. It's one of my favorite things that I knew about Iceland, and it happened. This thing has been dormant since 1821, and it kind of erupted, and they evacuated about 400 to 500 people over the weekend, because here's what they're afraid of. When the volcano gets over the glacier like that, you're going to have an awful lot of melting. So they're afraid of the flooding runoff from that. A volcano this weekend in Iceland underneath the glacier. It's like their 5th largest glacier in Iceland. It's an incredible picture. Let's get to the boards. We're going to show you what's going on this morning. We'll watch that low move into the northeast, and after a gorgeous weekend on the East Coast, we're now going to put up with some rain. That is what spring is. You're shifting those kind of seasons around, so you're going to get some rain over the next couple of days, and we'll get back to some nicer temperatures. Clearing out on the West Coast, looking pretty good. It's a small system that moves into the Rockies. It is gorgeous in Texas, Arkansas, Oklahoma. After the weekend snow, you get a really nice little shot of some nice weather. 73 in San Antonio. That's the weather around the nation. Here's what you can expect this morning. Signs up.
Light rain falling on City Avenue right now and on the terrace, and a little bit damp conditions across the region. Your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day, and we do have a high of 62 today. It is going to be cloudy and damp with some scattered sprinkles and showers in the morning, and then a little better chance of rain through the afternoon and night tonight.
Because
it could be heavy at times today and early this evening.
I'm going to show you the
Tuesday,
locomotive.
58 with a couple of showers, and then the sun comes back on Wednesday with a high of 62. Sun to clouds on Thursday, 59.
I should give me some
Then, the icing
flowers in the audience. We'll have more weather the next half hour. Robin?
I'm sure Miley would love them. Thanks, Sam. Well, after months of heated debate,
Next.
President Obama's historic health care reform has now passed Congress and will be signed into law. So what will all the changes mean for your family's health and your bottom line? Well, to help to answer these big questions, we're going to bring in Dr. Tim Johnson, our agency's chief medical editor, and financial contributor Mel Thompson, who's also the president of Ariel Investments. And Tim, help us understand what we're going to see this year when it comes to health care reform, this year.
Well, some very significant changes.
It was going
First
through
year, Robin, here
80 miles per hour.
Children can stay on their parents' insurance plans, kids, older kids until they're 26. That'll cover that gap for many college and other students looking for a job. Right away, insurance companies will have to cover children with pre-existing conditions. It's going to take a little longer for adults to kick in on that score. Insurance will cover some preventive care it hasn't been covering before. Significantly for seniors, it's going to start closing that infamous donut hole for drugs. There will be no drop from coverage when you get sick, the famous rescinding of insurance when you get sick. No lifetime caps on coverage will start to kick in during this first year. And there will be something called high-risk pools developed within 3 months to take care of people like adults with pre-existing conditions until that factor becomes more operative in later years. So a lot of things happening in this first year.
A lot of things happening in this year. We'll have to also wait until, 2014 to see some other major changes come about. Tell us about those.
Well, by 2014, and there's nothing that says it couldn't happen sooner, but they're giving themselves obviously plenty of time to try to implement these very complicated changes. By then, nearly all patients will have to get insurance Small
look about
businesses
bit
with more
to the
than
clip.
50 employees will
Yes,
have to pay a fine. By then, adults with pre-existing conditions will not be denied insurance. There will be all kinds of other tax benefits and subsidies that will kick in for people.
But
The
then,
big thing that will
10
happen
cent
by then, of
limited.
course, is that we should have up to 30 million people who
You never know, there's
now
no
have
bridge.
We'll have it. That's an
In the-
absolutely huge.
And the
major
cars were
development.
Yeah,
dead.
it's a lot of major developments,
Yes.
and it's a big price tag too, Melody, that goes along with it, over $900 billion. So the question that many people
That
are
was
asking
the
in this heated
question.
debate,
Do you like those
I'm
old
gonna pay
tracks? They
So
will
let's start with
fall
taxes. So
down.
wealthy Americans, the top
With Dusty
2%
out
of
of
this
my
country,
video.
are going to pay more taxes, specifically Medicare taxes.
I
That's on their
said
payroll, their
that's the
earned
end of
income,
my
but they're also going
video.
to pay Medicare taxes now.